All right, folks, here we go. Game 2 from the Iceland Sports Complex here in Louisville, Kentucky. And this is going to be a good one, folks. This is a high-level Tier 4 or Tier 3. And these two teams met yesterday, and the yellow or gold-colored team, which are the CREAKERS, came out victorious 5-3 over the Knoxville team. And I'm telling you, these guys are high octane, full speed, lots of talent, lots of speed, lots of skill on the ice. And Nate, you noticed it. They're wearing that old Atlanta Thrashers logo, the CREAKERS. That's C-R-E-A-K-E-R-S, CREAKERS. And their counterpart are the Knoxville DIH D1H team from Knoxville, Tennessee. Rink-wide pass here for the Knoxville team over the blue line. Holy, Nate, just the difference in speed in this game is going to take full concentration for a camera guy. Knoxville coming out here putting a little bit of pressure on the CREAKERS. And I talked to their coach, Coach Drew. Coach Drew is behind the bench there, and he's banging away at the boards there. Somebody's stick went down. Now on net, number 7 shot. Oh, big save. Wasn't sure if he had it or not there, Nate. That was Todd DeNike, or DeNike, the goalie for the CREAKERS. First contact on his pads there, but he wasn't sure if it rebounded. Ooh, those are kind of cool looking pads too, with that kind of green and yellow flame there. It looks very cool. Face off to the right of DeNike. It's won by the CREAKERS. They'll slap it around the boards there, up on the wing to number 18, Todd McEachern, and he goes headman pass to number 5 now. Looking for somebody to get the puck to, guarded closely on the boards there by the two Knoxville players. And it comes up over the blue line. Now here comes Knoxville back the other way. This is number 2. We saw this kid twisting and turning last night. Was pretty impressed with him. That was Knox Keener. And CREAKERS now out of their end. They'll just slow roll it to center. Keener picks it up for Knoxville, gets it back to the point. Now, the only sort of non-Knoxville guy in this game for the Knoxville DIH team is a tall, lanky kid on defense, number 9, and that guy has played a very high level of hockey. Called the tournament director, said he was looking to play in a tournament this weekend. He's local here in Louisville, and they got him onto the Knoxville squad. And these guys, most of these guys have played for the junior Ice Bears and things like that, big quality U18 teams. It's been a couple of years for some of them, but they're back at it. Now here it is, the puck over center. Number 5, shot, big pad save by DeNike there. Great shot on net by Braden States. Now here come the CREAKERS back down the other end of the ice. That's number 18 banging away down there, low in the corner, Todd McEachern. He loses it. States picks it up and rifles it down. Now here's Knoxville back in the other end. Oh, good pass to center there. Dumped down low, wrapped around the boards by number 6, Luke Bates. Puck out in front. States takes a stab at it. Can't get a clean shot on net. That one shot from the point and deflected wide. Now up on the right wing. Here they come back the other way. McEachern. He's got that lone red helmet, and they'll dump it in. Knoxville, left wing, center. Oh, just tough pass there. And missed the intended target, and that goes length of the ice, Nate, and that's going to be our first icing of the game. Yeah, we're both noticed the speed of this game is quite a bit different. So we just went from a Tier 5 to a Tier 3, which is the top division here. And boy, It's quick. If you feel like I've passed out at any point, it's just me trying to catch my breath here to keep up with all these names and numbers. Back to the point now. Shot in low. And a good save there by the goalie for Knoxville. That's Stephen Barnard, or Bernard. Stephen Barnard had to be kind of on his toes there. The shot was wide of the mark and deflected into his pads, and he got a hold of it. Face off to the right of Bernard. Now there's an Ashton Bernard, number 3, who's also a forward for Knoxville. Big glove save by Bernard on a fairly easy shot from the point, and just looking to get a rebound off that, but didn't make it all the way through. Well, that came off the stick of Pat Skinner, number 33, one of the defenders. And his defensive pairing today, number 17, Steve Trecapelli. Now here we come up on the boards, Knoxville. It's a 2-on-3. Number 14, swinging down low. He loses it off the stick. He gets it down. Oh, out front, couldn't get a stick on it there. Good defensive play actually by the Creakers to stop that one. Now here comes number 57, Andrew Craig, back the other way. He loses it. Now dumped in by number 43 for the Creakers, but gobbled up by Knoxville, and they'll take it over center, dump it in, and they'll run for a line change. Both teams carrying about a shift and a half here on the bench, so not a lot of legs. That might become a factor in this game. We'll have to see as it ravels on here. Player went down there, no call by the referee. Here comes Knoxville up over the blue line. That's Seth Jenkins. He's down behind the net there. Watched him play last night. Like the way this kid moves on the ice. Wrapped around the boards on the left wing for number 21, Ian Demuse. He's behind the net now. He tries to get it out front. Man, just walls of Creaker players there. 4 guys in front of their own net. You're not going to get a clean shot through there. Oh, great stick checks here. Now here they come. Finally out of their own end, Creakers, number 6. He gets it down behind the boards, and he'll go to the bench for a change. Knoxville will just tap it out to center. Picked up by the Creakers, number 5, Devin Mantha, and Mantha will just wrap it around the boards. Can't keep it in. A little bit of play in the neutral zone there, and that'll be dumped in by Knoxville, and they'll go for a line change as well. DeNike. Oh, was he? Yeah. Coach Drew calling for the line change. Now here comes Knoxville out of their own end, number 11. Pass across the crease to nobody. That was R.J. Rollman. Man, a lot of physicality in front of the net, Nate. That's going to be another difference that we'll see in this game, is guys are going to plant themselves in the paint, so to speak, there in the crease, and forcing the Creakers defenders to go man on man. Face off to the left of DeNike now. And that face off is won by the Creakers, but right back on DeNike's stick, and they'll do it again.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of coaches in beer league, especially when what's as serious as this.
Yeah. Slot, shot. Oh, number 11. He knew exactly where he was going, top left corner on the glove side. But I'll tell you what, DeNike was right there and made a great save. Now we'll switch sides of the ice, come back to the blocker side of DeNike for another face-off. Nathan, there's 4 Barnards playing for Knoxville. Now here come the Creakers up over center. Oh, it's off the goalpost. Does not go in. That was a short side shot that just rang off the goalpost. No icing. It goes down the ice. DeNike comes out of his net. He'll flip it back around to the right side. And now number 99 for the Creakers has it. He passes it back. And they'll controlled breakout out of their own end here. Up on the boards. And that goes the length of the ice. No icing though. Ian Cosgrove, number 99 for the Creakers. They battle away on the boards. Comes out to the red line. Number 8 for the Creakers, he'll slide it ahead. That's Solgan. Number 12 takes a guy down, and this referee here saw that. That's going to be a tripping penalty. It's a delayed penalty. Oh, they tried a stretch pass there to catch the Knoxville guys unaware, but it did not make it, and touched, whistle, and number 12 is going to the box. He was slapping at the puck there at a guy's feet and knocked him down. Noah Mallory's going 2 minutes to the penalty box. 5 minutes, 13 seconds here left in the first period. It's still 0-0. Neither team has been able to punch one past either of these goalies. Stephen Bernard. Now on the power play, the Creakers. Oh, that shot was intended to be tipped in there, but made it slight deflected and made it all the way into the corner. Creakers now. Short side attempt, goes wide, wraps around the boards. Picked up here by number 5 on the point, and he'll slide it around. That's Mantha. Well, I'll tell you what, they're making the Knoxville team work. That being down a man is going to be highly significant at this level of play, Nathan. These guys are not going to be able to slide a power play, a shorthanded goal in, I don't think, against these guys. Good puck movement in the offensive end of the ice here on the power play. They win the faceoff again. Now into the slot, number 18 shoot. Oh, he had the corner there, just, I don't know if it was deflected or he missed, but it went wide, now kept in again. The Creakers, rink wide pass to the goalie, defenseman Mantha. He shot, big save by Bernard. And finally grabbed by number 9 for Knoxville, and he'll wrap it down the ice. 57 seconds left in the penalty to number 12, Noah Mallory. Now oh, what a great pass, good shot, great save. And that puck was knocked down with a high stick. He said that wasn't a high one. Mantha caught with a high stick there. And he was trying to convince the referee it wasn't that high. Listen, you don't joke around with this referee. I interviewed him after the game. I think my mic was still on, by the way. Face-off down to the left of DeNike. 39 seconds left in the penalty to Mallory. Creakers on the power play. Tell you what, the level of speed and skating, we've mentioned it once already or twice, but it's pretty fun to watch this. Mantha, rink wide to number 11. Shot, save, rebound. Nope. Bernard's going to cover that one up. So we have a Stephen Bernard in goal, Ashton Bernard, number 3 forward, Samuel Bernard, number 14, and then another Stephen Bernard, number 4. So I don't think 2 of those Stevens are the same person. Face off just to the left of Bernard here now. 3:26 left in the period, 13 seconds remaining in the penalty to Mallory. Knoxville is shorthanded. Bernard, number 4, the defenseman, he'll shoot it around the boards, but it doesn't come out. DeNike banging his stick on the ice to let the guys know that this penalty is now over. And he's back on the ice. Cosgrove on point for the Creakers. No, he's going to play. Cosgrove's up on the left wing here. Steve Trecapelli on defense. Oh, wow, that was actually a little closer than it looked like. Knoxville keeping a little bit of pressure now on. Shoots it down low into the corner. Graham Lloyd gets after it, but he can't get it, and it goes down the ice, no icing. Bernard, number 4, behind his net to his defensive pairing. Now here up over center, but intercepted in the neutral zone by the Creakers. Shot in by number 2, Knox Keener, but intercepted by the Creakers. Now here comes 99, Ian Cosgrove, and they get it down low. Oh, chopped out front, but nobody there, and here comes Knoxville back the other way. Number 8, shot. Oh, what a save by DeNike. That was a headshot there. Great glove reaction by DeNike. And that was a great play there. Knoxville's number 8, Seth Jenkins. Him and Knox Keener came on a 2-on-1. And Jenkins took the shot, but big save by DeNike. All right, just to the left of DeNike now. Face-off won by Knoxville. Shot just wide. Rebound. Oh, just hit the side of the net. Not quite in. DeNike was down and out. Now they bang away on the boards there. Knoxville comes away. That puck comes across the crease back to the point. Jenkins. What a scramble and a good save by DeNike. We saw number 8 score that goal last night, Nate. From the point, he just went top shelf. And but this is a little bit different caliber matchup here. They had bodies in front of DeNike there, and it hit one of them. So we're going to have a face-off to the right of DeNike. Shot from the point deflected, wide of the net. Boy, Knoxville putting on a little pressure here. They try to center it, and that puck's wrapped around the boards, deflects off one of the many stanchions here in Louisville, up into the netting. And we're going to have a face-off again to the right of Todd DeNike. I'm saying DeNike, it could be DeNike. Face-off now, won by Knoxville, back to the point. Jenkins again. He gets it down low to number 14. His shot is blocked, does not get all the way through. That was Samuel Bernard. And now here comes Mantha racing for his shot up high over the net. And comes all the way out now. Here we come, it's a 2-on-1. That was number 3, Ashton Bernard. Puck goes to the corner. Wrapped around the boards, kept in by Jenkins. Bernard, he couldn't get a stick on it. Now back up over center. And here comes the Creakers. That's number 18, Todd McEachern. And that's chopped out to center into the neutral zone. And Creakers now back the other way. Shot. That goes off Bernard's glove into the mesh, and we're going to have a face-off to the left of the Knoxville goalie. 46 seconds left in this first period. Still no score, Nathan. Had a goal post, though. Somebody rang it off the goal post down there, but Bernard, best friend, kept it out. Face-off, back to the point, slap shot. Good pad save there by Bernard. Oh, shot deflected, just missed. 30 seconds to go. Now Knoxville out of their own end. They'll chop it into the neutral zone, but the Creakers pick it up and they keep it back out. Knox Keener, he gets the puck into center to number 21, but Ian Demuse just couldn't keep it on his stick. Oh, good defensive play there by Knoxville to stop that break from happening. That was number 6, Luke Bates, on defense. Now Keener putting a little pressure, and that's going to take us to the end of the first period, folks. It's still 0 Knoxville and 0 for the Creakers. That's been a pretty good pace of hockey here in that first period. One of the referees going for a line change. He's probably needs to refresh himself after that period. That was some fast hockey. Yeah, I looked inside the bowl on the cup, and there's all kind of a little bit of rust and debris. And I told the guys, I don't think you want to drink any of this. Here comes Coach Drew. Hey, Drew. Yeah. What was number 9's name again? Joey.
Yeah.
That's Coach Drew of Knoxville. They have, like we said at the start of the game, one non-Knoxville player. It's a guy named Joey who's played junior hockey somewhere. I can't remember who it was for. But he had got a hold of Will and said, hey, if anybody needs somebody this weekend, and this team did, and got him hooked up, and he's ready to go. Well, we had a lovely stay at the Spring Hill Suites this past couple nights. Beds were pretty comfy. I think the architect they had for that thing might have been on some sort of hallucinogen when they designed those rooms, but interesting. Nathan said it reminded him of the YouTube kid who made a movie called Back Rooms that is now being made into a Hollywood feature, and it's coming out here pretty soon, isn't it? This fall, I think.
What?
Back Rooms.
It's out. I see it.
It's out now.
It's digital already.
Wow. Oh, that came out in May.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, tried to sound like I knew what was going on. All right, face off at center to start the. I'm pretty sure this is just the second period, isn't it, Nathan? And that face-off won by Knoxville. They'll shoot it down around the boards there. Picked up by the Creakers. They come up here on the left wing. Not out, though. Oh, number 11's got it. He shoots. What a save by DeNike. Holy smokes. That was a great save off number 11, R.J. Rollman. Now rink wide. Here comes Creakers. Over the blue line. Shot. Big pad save there by Bernard. And Knoxville comes back out through the neutral zone. They'll lose it. Creakers now chip it along the boards. Number 99. Oh, great pass out front, but very well defended. Oh, a lot of chippy play there in the middle. Couldn't get a clean shot now. Mantha, he goes short side on the blocker there on the post. And our referee is back in here after a medical timeout, equipment timeout. Still 0-0 here in the second period, 12 minutes to go in frame number 2. Creakers number 5, Devin Mantha, has been playing, oh, that shot deflected just wide, has been playing great for the Creakers. Now Knoxville, down around the left wing. Just a bit offside there, a little stick handle at the blue line by Samuel Bernard. And he threw off his winger. That was the only guy who's had a penalty so far, Noah Mallory. Threw him offside just by a half a step. Face off, won by the Creakers. Chipped out of the Knoxville end. Mallory bangs away at the boards. He can't get it. Here comes Mantha now. Mantha shot. Oh, it's a good glove save there by Bernard. If he had not got his glove on it, that puck was going on the inside post. Now here they come back the other way. It's a 2-on-2. Shot by Bernard. Kept in by another Bernard. I'm starting to think these Bernards aren't related, Nathan. 4 guys going at it in the corner there, trying to advance the puck. Now the Creakers get it ahead, comes back to the point. Oh, good defensive play there by the Knoxville player number 6, Bates, as that would have been a breakaway. Now here we come back over the blue line. Bates there again. He flips it to the blue line, but Mantha keeps it in. Luke Bates behind his own net. He's quickly guarded there by Devin Mantha. Oh. Luke Bates, I think he felt the check and the pressure on the back when he got shoved to the ice, and when they got back up, I was going to say I could see why they would both go, because it was roughing and then it was tripping, but that tripping was retaliatory. If he'd have just, I think if he'd have held his gumption there in check, they might be on a power play. Anyways, that's Mantha, number 5 for the Creakers. He's going to the sin bin. And number 6, Bates, he's going to the sin bin. So both players off, still 5-on-5.
The referee that called the first one was way over here past the center red line.
Oh, wow, he's keeping his eye on the game. All right, back to the point, Creakers, wrist shot, wide, low. That'll come to the corner now, and that's picked up by Knoxville. They'll get it out. Keener couldn't hold on to it. He leaves it for number 21, and he'll slide it down low. It gets knocked back out to the neutral zone, and that's Joey, number 9, the kid who got picked up by Knoxville. He'll pick it up at center now. Here comes number 9. But he's quickly met there by a Creaker player, and he cannot hold on to it. Jenkins now will shoot it in. DIH comes way out of his net to steer that puck to the side. Up on the left wing, number 43 now. He'll go rink wide to Cosgrove. Cosgrove back to number 43. He can't hold it, and it'll go down low. That's Kittenbile. Now up over center. Here comes Knoxville. Remember, both these teams have a man in the box, but they were offsetting, so they'll still 5-5. Whoa! I think he's going to get a slashing penalty there. Oh no, he called it hooking. Jenkins is going to go to the box here for a hooking penalty. I would have been okay with a slash on that as well. I think he just came down a little bit hard on the guy's stick.
Very active heads-up goaltender too. Every time there's been a goalie penalty, he's at that bench
Yeah.
in seconds.
Yeah, again,
Another thing you don't see in beer league often.
Yeah, exactly. These guys are a little bit, and I notice the communication. You'll hear guys yelling a lot more to each other here. So, but again, just a little different level of hockey. That's all. So, we do have a power play now for the Creakers, as Jenkins goes to the box for that trip. Actually, it was a hooking penalty. And a good play by the Knoxville team to knock that puck down the ice there. Number 7 couldn't keep that puck in there for the Creakers. Shot, short side, good save. And that's another high stick for Mantha. You might want to be careful, Nate. He gets a little back talky to the referee there, and so he's asking him, he goes, is that high sticking off my shoulders or the shortest guy's shoulders? That's kind of funny. Face off to the left of DIH, won by the Creakers now. They're still on the power play, minute and 25 remaining in the penalty to Jenkins. Rink wide now, Cosgrove. He'll go down low. Bernard pushes him into the corner. Wrapped around on the left wing. Back to the point. Creakers looking for a hole to get that puck into. Down in the corner. Cosgrove's got it. He'll wrap it around. Back to the point. Mantha, wrist shot. And that hit the back of the boards at the base of the glass and the boards and deflected up into the mesh. And we'll have a face-off. They must have called a deflection, because I thought if that guy shot it into the mesh, it would come outside the blue line. But I think it was deflected. To the right of Bernard, face-off. Cosgrove back to number 33 on the point. He shifts into center. Rink wide to Mantha. Mantha's going to circle. He'll come back to 33. Back to Mantha, slap shot, deflected wide, and cleared by Knoxville down the ice. 39 seconds remaining in Jenkins' penalty. The first 2 offsetting minors have already been served, and they're back out there. Now here they come again over the blue line. Number 6 shot, that's blocked off the shin pads of Luke Bates. Mantha back on the point. Back to Mantha. Rink wide to his defensive partner. He'll shoot it down. and it goes down low into the corner. Back to Mantha. He shoots, he scores! I did not hear a deflection on that, but it might have been deflected by number 43. Christian Kettenbile. I didn't hear one there, Nate. I think it might have been a clean shot from the point by Mantha, but nevertheless, that's our first goal of the game. 7:12 left here in the second period. And this has been some pretty good hockey. 3 seconds left in that penalty, so we're calling that a power play goal. And as I figured earlier, you don't want to be shorthanded against either of these teams. Nice little refreshing drink of Fresca. They're not our sponsor. That's the only thing I could afford. All right, here we go. Back starting the other way. 6:47 left in the second period. And just past the outstretched arms of number 43, Christian Kettenbile, who may have just got that goal. But that is icing. We're going to come all the way back down and do it at the other end of the ice, right to the left of DIH. Ian Demuse at center. He loses it to the Creakers. They slide it around the boards on the right wing, but they don't get it out. Now it does come out. Demuse gets it back to Joey. Joey slides it up, but it's chopped out of the neutral zone all the way back down, and we're going to have icing one more time. That's probably more icing than we've expected. But all of these icings have been pass attempts. It's not like these guys are shooting it just for fun down the length of the ice. Wonderful facilities here in Louisville, Kentucky. I'll tell you, this Iceland complex, not only in a great area here, but surrounded by hotels and restaurants and lots of corporate buildings. Beautiful area. Now Bates has got to go get on his horse and get back into his own end of the ice. Bernard, number 4's got it. He slides up to Bates on the wing. Now Bates tries to headman it, and that puck is intercepted in the neutral zone. And it's going to come all the way back down again one more time. That one actually might have been icing on purpose. Tell you what, all these lines are pretty good and pretty fast, but this one in particular for Knoxville has got some speed. Braden States is centering the line, and his winger is Rollman on the right. And Samuel Bernard, number 14, whoever that is, on the left. Now back out to center, chopped in by Demuse. Actually, that was Todd McEachern who chopped it in. Behind the net, it's the Creakers now. Creakers back to the point. Shot doesn't make it to the net. Number 6, States. He's there down low. Luke Bates. And it finally comes up and out. R.J. Rollman couldn't get that pass in the neutral zone, and it gets shot back down low. Luke Bates, number 6 for Knoxville. These guys are just completely covered up now by the Creakers. Now into the slot. Backhand, oh, just over the net, a little bit too high. Had the right idea though. That was number 57 for the Creakers. Andrew Craig, now into the slot, back on the other end now. Here comes Knoxville. Bernard, number 3, Ashton Bernard. Oh, good heads-up play by Luke Bates to keep that puck in. Couldn't get it onto a stick, though, and here comes the Creakers back down the other way. Number 43, Kettenbile. Kettenbile gets it into the slot. Oh, just bounced off his stick, Nathan. He couldn't hold on to it and rolled right into the pads of a sprawled out Bernard, and he makes a great save there. We're going to have a face-off just to his left. Man, again, transition game, end-to-end rush has been very, very good here. This is game 2 of 5 championship games today. Puck squirts wide. Here comes number 14 now for Knoxville. Holy smokes, did those guys ever get back quickly? That was one of the Bernard brothers. What happened there?
It's offsides.
Oh. Well, the Knoxville team got up in arms because that guy was offside and shot the puck into the net. And that's kind of one of those things you don't do in hockey, one of the unwritten rules. All right, face off, Ashton Bernard, Devin Mantha. Mantha wins it. He gets it back to the point. Rink wide off the boards. Now Jenkins has to give chase. He picks it up. He's behind his own net. Building up ahead of steam. That's a high stick there by 12. Not called though, because his own team did not play it right away. Now Joey, number 9 for Knoxville. He gets it up on the board to Mallory. Mallory backhands it off the boards and out. Mantha picks it up. I like the way this kid Mantha plays. Good heads up. Wrapped around the boards. Kittenbile gives chase down low. He's not going to get there before Jenkins. Jenkins to Joey. Joey off the boards. Mallory chops it out now. Here comes Bernard, number 3. Rink wide pass. Oh my word. Beautiful play by the Creakers to get back on that one and break it up. Ashton Bernard takes a shot. It doesn't get all the way through. Jenkins now shoots it down low again. And the Creakers finally get it out to center. Now here comes Mallory, number 12. He's had a penalty already. His shot deflected high over the goal. Kittenbile on the boards. A little bit more body action in this game too, Nathan. Now Mantha picks it up. He comes over center and he'll shoot it down, and some of the players will go for a line change now. Now here comes Keener. Keener over center, over the blue line. He leaves it for number 21. And they lose it at the blue line and it comes right back out. Oh, what a great shot. I don't know how that puck stayed out though. It was a great play by number 99 Cosgrove. But Bernard was there to make the save. Back to the point. Now it's Keener. Keener, a 1 against 3. He gets a shot. Oh, that shot was a little trickier than I thought. It was right at the head of DIH, but he got his head out of the way and his glove right behind it and makes a good glove save there. 1:53 left in the second period. I'll tell you what, if this game slowed down at all, I did not notice it. It's as fast this period as it was in the first period. And these boys are laying it all on the line. That puck came up, and we're going to have an offside. So puck will come outside the zone for this faceoff, right in front of the Knoxville bench. And Coach Drew is back there. And there's another older gentleman also. Maybe he's the assistant coach back there with him. Puck shot out. Now back the other way. Here comes Knoxville, number 13. Shot off the shin pads of the Creakers defender. Now the Creakers behind their own net. And that's chopped off a deflected stick into the mesh again, and we'll have another face-off down low there. This time to the right of Todd DIH. Buck 26 left in the second frame here, folks. It's 1-0 Creakers over Knoxville. Tell you what, this Mantha kid's been getting a lot of ice time, Nathan. He plays center, he plays defense. Oh, puck down the ice, big foot race for it. Luke Bates gets back. Kettenbile on the boards. Rink wide pass now. Here comes Knoxville back out of the other way. Number 10, his shot is blocked. Rebound by number 11. Oh, big save by DIH. Tell you what, this DIH kid is holding these guys in this game. He's sitting on a 1-0 lead, but it easily could have been 3-1 for Knoxville. But he's standing tall in the post. Our kid's making some great saves. Tell you what, not a lot of fans at this game, Nate. I don't know if you noticed, but you and I are the only people here. Puck comes around the boards, out over center. Jenkins picks it up for Knoxville. He gets it up high on the left wing. Oh, that guy lost it. But picked up by number 11 now. Number 11. He bounces it off the boards to Joey. Creakers pick it up, and they do a stretch pass now out to number 97. He loses it, and Braden States shoots it down, and they are going to call that icing. One of the guys wasn't sure if it was, and the other guy had his arm up, so they blew the whistle. Well, I'll tell you what, it is end to end. Heard a loud belch on the bench over there. I don't know if you picked up on that, Nate, but that was reverberated all the way over here into the stands. Puck slides across the crease, up on the boards to Mallory. Mallory will flip it up over center. And that was kept in by number 33 for the Creakers. Now Knoxville once again deep into the creaker, into the ice, trying to get something to happen. Shot, save, no rebound. Right at the end of the second period, that was a great heads-up play by Knoxville to get a shot as time was running out. But as we stand, folks, it is a 1-0 shutout lead for DIH and the Creakers over Knoxville. Both benches now are going to have a little bit of a confab here during this 1-minute break. And I'm sure Knoxville is trying to think, is there anything we should be doing that we can do that's going to make a little bit of a difference here? But I think they've had as many shots on net, if not more, than the Creakers team. So they're doing everything right. They just haven't figured out how to solve the riddle that is Todd DIH. But Nathan made a great observation earlier. The communication between these guys, like they know when there's a delayed penalty, the goalie's immediately running to the bench. I mean, they really are observant of all the different elements of this game. And the communication they have with each other, that's probably one of the differences. Yeah, they're both fast and both have good skills, but great communication, I think, really makes a difference. So we're getting ready here to start the third period. 1-0 Creakers over the Knoxville DIH team, or D1H, I don't know what it is. I can't read some of this stuff. It's a lovely day here in Louisville, I'll tell you. It's not that hot outside, and it's not the same humidity as Alabama and Tennessee, where Nate and I just came from. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to start the third frame. Creakers in the yellowy gold jerseys. To my left are going left to right. And Knoxville in the white jerseys going the opposite direction. Here we go. Third period, folks. Knoxville trailing 1-0 to the Creakers. And there's the opening faceoff, poked ahead by the Creakers. And it goes down the length of the ice and picked up by number 6, Luke Bates. Cosgrove intercepts that pass, though, and he'll knock it back down low again. Bernard wraps it around the boards to number 10, Zach Gleason. Now up on the wing. Here comes Braden States. Into the slot, shot. Oh, what a beautiful shot there by number 11, R.J. Rollman. But it was deflected at the last second. And they're going to call that a high stick or a glove. And they're going to have a face-off right in front of the Creakers bench, Nate, right outside of the Creakers zone. And they're trying to decide if that face-off, yes, it is going to stay down here. Oh, folks, if you're watching from home and you saw the camera get a close-up of the bench, I'm not even going to say what happened. All right, face-off won by Knoxville. They'll shoot it down low. Up off the boards and out. Bernard to his defensive pairing, now up on the boards. Here comes States. States to R.J. Rollman. Zach Gleason now. Gleason goes down low with it. He gets it back to the point. It's poked to the blue line, but not out. Good pressure here by Knoxville. Oh, Knoxville passed it back to the point, but nobody was there. 11:45 to go here in the third period. Rollman couldn't get a hold of that pass, had to leave it because he was offside. Bernard, number 14. Ashton Bernard looking to pick up a pass. He couldn't get it. Now Jenkins wraps it around the boards, and that's going to be icing. Jenkins just nearly crashed into the boards here, but great wherewithal to stop himself. He was winning the boards at about 100 miles an hour and somehow managed to hold himself from hitting. Jake Trepapelli, number 13, out there on the right wing for the Creakers. And that puck's going to come down and iced once more. Definitely more icings in this game than the first game. 11 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here in the third period. Face off to the right of Bernard. Oh, that shot just went over the net. That was close. Now here comes Knoxville. Knoxville, some tricky passing there in the neutral zone, but to no avail. Picked up by the Creakers. Knoxville, Jenkins, he'll flip it in. I think that was offside. Jenkins flipped the puck in high, but it hit up on the glass right near the net and the mesh, so they'll bring it outside the zone for a face-off. Face-off won by the Creakers. Mantha's got it over the blue line. Mantha out there with Tommy Gonzalez. Gonzalez banging away on the boards there. He's a big fella, but no match for Mantha as Mantha is battling two Knoxville players at one time. Gonzalez goes down. Around the boards now, Jenkins and Kettenbile battle for it. Comes to the blue line, kept in now. Gonzalez goes down low. Good forechecking. Comes to the blue line, but not out. Kept in by number 99, Cosgrove. Gonzalez was in front of the net there, but just couldn't get his stick on it. Now here comes Jenkins. Joey gets the puck to center, now picked up by Knoxville. Flying over the blue line, number 13, Graham Lloyd. Couldn't get a shot on net, though. Kind of caught the Creakers on a bit of a line change there. Puck's poked out over center, and we have a delayed penalty as Lloyd was making his move on net there. Cosgrove looks like he's going to the penalty box for hooking. I love how these guys question every call the refs are making for penalties. Are you sure that was me? Mantha from the bench, I think, was questioning him too. Anyways, we got a power play for Knoxville. Face-off comes straight back to DIH. He's going to hold on to it, not take any gambles. Cosgrove in the penalty box for 2 minutes. Knoxville on the power play. Face-off by Knoxville. Back to Luke Bates. Down low in the corner. Bernard, number 4. He's going to get it back to the point there. R.J. Rollman, number 11. Oh, nice little toe drag, Nate, but couldn't get a clean shot on net. Picked up by the Creakers, and they'll dump that puck down the ice. Rink-wide pass for Rollman. Oh, there's a tripping penalty, and number 33 is going to go to the box. That's Pat Skinner. Played great on defense so far, but he got a stick in the skates of R.J. Rollman, and it was a clean takedown. So we're going to have a two-man advantage, Nate. This is not where the Creakers wanted to be. Two men in the box. Number 33 Skinner's there, along with Ian Cosgrove, number 99. Cosgrove off for hooking on Lloyd on that rush around the left wing, and then old Skinner, a little careless with a stick there. We're gonna have a timeout. Look at the boys are having a little confab there in Knoxville. Coach Drew is drawing something up over there. I don't know if it's his favorite scene from a Lego movie, but if you're real quiet, you can actually hear what they're talking about over there too, because we're the only people here in the rink.
Yeah, I'm sure the other team can hear them too.
Yeah. They're like, okay, watch number 6, 7, and 12. Well, we can't make out exactly what's being said. We hear the word shoot. Yeah, we hear the word shoot.
I have the benefit of zooming in so I can read the lips and hear.
Oh, okay, so Nate Harbor found out they're basically saying, let's get control of the puck, shoot, and crash the net. Well, we'll see if it works here, Nate. They're down 1-0, 8:48 remaining in the game. They've got to make something happen here. Face-off is won. Back to Braden States. States rink wide to Bernard. Ashton Bernard's got it now. Oh, he just lost it there, fanned on it. But they kept the puck in. Now picked up by the Creakers, and they'll shoot it down the ice.
They didn't listen to coach.
Nope. Got to get that puck on the goal. Luke Bates up to Rollman. A little miscommunication there on that pass, and it goes back down to the other end of the ice. 46 seconds remaining in the penalty to Cosgrove, and a $1.21 remaining in the penalty to Skinner. It's 5-on-3. Down low, saved by the goalie, back to the point. States, rink wide to Bernard. Bernard down on the left wing now, Rollman. Back to Bernard. Ashton gets it down low. Into the slot, shot blocked by a Creaker player. Rebound, good save by DeNike. That was a great play by the Creaker defenseman.
10 seconds to 5-on-3.
Here comes Knoxville, back again. Tell you what, these guys they're playing with 3 men like they're not down at all. They're playing very aggressive to the point. Cosgrove's out. He's on the ice now. It's 5-on-4 for another 30 seconds. Yeah, it comes all the way back. I don't know if there was one clean shot on Bernard in that first 5-on-3. 15 seconds remaining in the penalty. Here comes Knoxville and up over center. 14, just shot wide of the mark. Jenkins tries to keep it in. He succeeds. Knoxville can't get a puck out in front there. Good work behind the net. Now Knoxville forechecking. Creakers back to full strength. Might have gave up 1, maybe 2 shots in that whole scenario there, Nate. Bernard on the corner, down low. Jenkins down low. Puck comes around on the boards. Joey's got it. He'll get it up to Mallory. Now to Bernard. Now it's 1-on-1. Here comes Knoxville. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And an even better save by DeNike. Shot from the point, steered to the corner by DeNike. Jenkins has got it again. Oh, and a bad pass there and intercepted. Now poked ahead, number 21, that's Demuse. Shot, glove save, and that's going to bring us to 5:46 here left in the third period. I could say left in the game, but if Knoxville should tie this thing up, we might be looking at overtime. You know, Nate, I look at myself sometimes on camera and I think, am I as good looking as the kids say I am? Puck around the boards, kept in by number 4, Bernard. He loses it. Now here comes Mantha. Devin Mantha coming down on the right wing. He's got a man with him. Good toe drag by Mantha. Shot, big save, and a goal. Oh, beautiful save. They cheered like it was going in, but what a save by Bernard.
I was out of focus the whole time, so I don't know.
Well, sometimes those stanchions get in the way. Face off to the right of Bernard. Stephen Bernard is the goalie. He leaves the puck for another Bernard. There's 3 Stephen Bernards on here. I'm sure they're not all Bernards. Now Creakers out of their own end, rink wide to Kettenbile. Kettenbile tried to stretch past Mantha, but intercepted in the neutral zone. Number 4, Bernard, he shoots it down for Knoxville. Now Mantha almost on the end of that stretch pass, but couldn't quite negotiate it, and it's icing all the way back down. Mantha been getting some crucial ice time for the Creakers. That's him right there. Pretty cool that he has those rental skates. You don't usually see guys do well with rental skates, but he flies up and down the ice. Face off, won by the Creakers. Off the boards to the left wing there. Gonzalez couldn't get it. Jenkins shot. Oh. He shot it right at the head of Todd DeNike. But you could kind of tell he was going for that top corner. Good save by DeNike. It went off his glove into the mesh, and we'll have a face-off just to his right. Ashton Bernard loses it. Comes up on the boards. Kept in by Jenkins. Cosgrove there, he's banging away at it. Comes to the slot, but they can't get it. That could be delay of game, but they're not going to call that. That was number 13, Jake Triccapelli. Triccapelli rifled that at the heads of his own players' bench. No harm, no foul, everybody's okay, but that puck's going to come all the way back down into the Creaker end of the ice, and we're going to have a face-off there. Cleanly won by Knoxville. Knoxville's shot blocked, comes to the side. Jenkins has it. Kept in by number 14. Into the slot. Can't get a shot on net. Mallory turns it, deflected, and he scored! Ashton Bernard deflected that innocent-looking backhand by Mallory up over, and I think, Nate, that might have been one of the only ways you're going to score on DeNike. He had been absolutely stellar in the pipes, and it was just a little deflection redirect up over him. And this game is tied up at 4:19 left in the third period. Face off at center. And it's Keener up on the wing to number 13 for Knoxville. Graham Lloyd loses it, now back the other way. Here comes the Creakers. Shot by number 57. But right into the belly, no rebound. Good save by Bernard. Off the shot from Andrew Craig. Skinner keeps it in. Shot goes wide. Wrapped around the boards now. Shot towards the net, but does not make it through. Player goes down. Some of the Creaker players thought that might be a penalty, but it wasn't. That's going to go length of the ice and give the teams a chance to change. We're going to have icing, and puck's going to come back down into the Knoxville end of the ice. 3:40 left in this game. It's 1-1. And I'm telling you, Nate Harbor and I have had front row seats for one of the best games we've seen in a long time. back and forth, fast, great transition game, good goalkeeping. Face-off won by Knoxville. Jenkins. He's going to battle away with it, though, behind the net. Kept in by the Creakers. Flip behind the net. And now Jenkins is going to give chase for it. He'll get it up over center. But Mantha batted that puck out of the air again. Craig shoots it down low. Mantha looking there in the slot. He gets the puck on the boards, back to the point. A pass intended for Mantha, but he couldn't hold it. Now Cosgrove behind the net. He goes into the corner. Paddled up front, and nobody's there, and that'll be lifted high and down the ice, and we're going to have another icing. 2:50 to go in this game. I'll tell you what, the Creakers are not sitting back at all. They're putting all the pressure they can on Knoxville right now. Knoxville is on their heels in their own end of the ice. The whole last shift was down there. Face-off won by the Creakers. Over here to number 17, who will shoot it down low. That's Stephen Trecapelli. But here comes Bernard up over his own blue line. He'll chip it ahead. He whacks at it. He can't get it. Mantha's got it. He tried to get it on the boards. And a little bit of scrambly play there, goes down the ice, and that is going to be icing on the Creakers. We're going to come back all the way down. 2:20 to go here in the third period. Oh, I found out in that previous game, Nate, Hockey Mom did not score that goal. They gave it to another player. All right, here's a face-off just to the right of DeNike. Kept in, shot, oh, just wide of the mark there. Turnaround shot by Ashton Bernard. Rink-wide pass. Tell you what, Knoxville is getting back on defense there. They do not want to give up a goal. That's Demuse. He got himself loose there, and it looked like he might cause some trouble. That was Tom McEachern, number 18. And he's all over the ice. Mallory. Now back, McEachern lets it go. No icing. Minute 33 to go, Nathan. Here they come now. Knoxville out of their own end. Rink wide. Nope, that's going to be offside. Luke Bates gets it. To number 14, a shot in the slot, blocked off the shin pad of a great defensive play there. Now here comes Craig back down the ice for the Creakers. Into the slot, shot, what a glove save, holy moly! That literally was maybe one of the best saves of the game. It wasn't that he had to move his glove a long way, but that whole top side of the net was open, Nate, and his glove was right there off Kettenbell, and Kettenbile got robbed. I'd call the cops if it would help. Face-off, minute, 8 seconds left in the game in regulation. Now here comes Knoxville. Oh, that's what a glove save by DeNike there. Off number 10, Gleason. Now Jenkins. He'll flip it up to center. Kicked ahead by Mantha. Now Mantha over the blue line. Mantha taking things into his own hands. That shot is deflected wide. Back to the point. Down low for Mantha, but Jenkins is there and he intercepted. Slides around the boards all the way to number 10. Zach Gleason has it. He'll flip it up. 26 seconds remaining in the regulation. Mantha now on the right wing. He'll slide it down low for his own player. Can't get there. Well defended by Knoxville. Now around the boards to Mallory. Mallory bangs away at the boards there. He's just a little out-muscled and outweighed. Puck comes down to the other end of the ice, and they'll call that icing with 3 minutes remaining in regulation. The funny thing is, Nate, 3.5 seconds, you don't think much is going to happen, but I'm telling you, if you can win this face-off and get it back to a shooter, that's plenty of time on the clock to score the winning goal. And there's the face-off. Knoxville wins it. And that's going to do it for this game in regulation. We're headed to overtime. I'm not sure what the overtime rules are in beer league tournaments. I know what they are in beer league regular season play. But I'm going to guess they're going to have a limited overtime period here. Yes, it is 5 minutes. That's what I was going to guess. 5-minute overtime. And then, Nate, you know what happens after that?
Shootout.
Something Nate Harbour is quite good at.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this. The only times I've seen you do shootout, you scored. So I'm going to say that was pretty good.
I can't score on a shootout. I can always score on a breakaway. I don't know why. It's the difference.
Yeah. You know what? I think part of it is a mental thing.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel more tempted to deke on a shootout for some reason. When I'm on a breakaway, I just shoot it.
Yeah, you usually snipe them.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1 minute break is over, and we got a 5-minute overtime now, getting ready here to start what turned out to be an unbelievable 3 periods of play. And with 4:19 remaining in the game, on a deflected, wasn't even a hard backhand shot by Mallory, but Ashton Bernard deflected it up over DIH's shoulder and tied the game. And here we are, end of regulation, now into overtime.
3-on-3.
That's the other thing I was wondering to see what was going to happen. I knew 5 minutes of overtime, but was it going to be 5-on-5 or 3-on-3? 3-on-3 is definitely, you got to have the best of the best on the ice. You got to have good offense, good stick handling, but you got to have good speed. Mantha at center against Ashton Bernard, who scored the goal to tie it up. Right wing to Bernard. Now here comes Mantha. Mantha. Boy, this kid can skate, I'm telling you. Rink-wide pass. Here's Cosgrove. He shoots. I think he hesitated there a second, Nate. If he'd have let that puck go quicker. Anyways, the puck went up. Easy glove save there for Bernard. There's 3 Stephen Bernards in this team, so I'm not sure who is who. That might not be Stephen Bernard in goal, but whoever he is, he just made a great save. Now Knoxville's going to have it coming out of their own end. It's Jenkins carrying the puck slowly to the blue line. He gets it ahead to Ashton, back to Jenkins. Now Jenkins, Ashton Bernard broke a stick. He's going to get somebody else on the ice. Jenkins is down there all by himself with 2 players on the Creakers. And Mantha comes away with it, and he gets control. Oh, man, that puck is there. Oh, here comes number 11. He shoots. Oh, I think it went in. I think it went in.
Also out of focus, I don't know. Standing right there. Just catch him.
Holy smokes. Number 11, R.J. Rollman, intercepted a pass out of the Creakers' end, broke in all alone, deked, but the puck kind of rolled off his stick. Big save by DIH. Mantha gets tangled up with number 14. Now here they come back the other way, 2-on-2. Creakers, fans on it, shot into, what a save. No, went under his elbow and in the net, and that's going to do it. Cosgrove, kind of an innocent looking shot, and it just kind of, it was almost like a knuckleball there, but it went under the goalie's elbow and in, and that's going to do it. There's your champions. The Creakers win it. And Nate, I'm going to get down there, see if we can get an interview. Hey, I'm here with Cosgrove, winning goal, but also had a penalty that put you boys in jeopardy there early on.
Yeah, tough one. But, we grinded the whole game. We grinded all weekend, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, great tournament, a lot of hockey in a weekend. So how are the legs holding up?
Not too good. We had Thursday night game back home, too, before this, so we're struggling right now. It's time to go home.
Well, what did you see there when we went 3-on-3 in the overtime and you got that little puck there? It looked like you were kind of throwing it at the net, not so much aiming, but it went under. I mean, it was a perfect shot, went under his elbow and in.
Yeah, honestly, I whiffed on the first one, and I sort of just blacked out and got it back and fired it at the net, and here we are. So
Yeah, that's why you throw the puck on the net.
that's why you put the puck on that, boys.
Hey, congratulations, all the best, and hopefully we'll see you next year.
Oh, we'll be here. Appreciate it. Thank
Thanks,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the second game. That was Tier 3. Those guys could fly. That was Mr. Cosgrove. He got the winning goal in overtime and takes home the championship trophy for the Creakers over Knoxville. And we'll be back after this. Thank you.